So today we're going to talk about doing TPN in the home setting. TPN is total parenteral nutrition, which is all of your food IV. Now we're going to talk about your pump for your TPN. Our pharmacy, Pruitt Pharmacy, is going to send you the Curlin pump to do this. And the first thing I'm going to show you is how to put the batteries in this pump. The batteries go through the back. There's a door here that we're going to unlock. You see lock and unlock, and I pushed this towards unlock, and I pull down. It takes 2C batteries that we send you. They both go in the same direction, which is a little unusual. And the door goes back on. And then you lock it so it won't come off. The pump always comes programmed from your pharmacy, ready for you to use. I'm going to turn the pump on now, and we're going to look at how it's programmed from the pharmacy. This is the on-off button. I'm going to press. You hear the beeping. The pump does a self-check. Internal power is full. That's your power source from your batteries. The first thing that comes up, it says enter to select program. Enter and yes are the same button, and we're going to hit yes to program. It says we're in the TPN mode for programming on this pump. It does other things, but we're using it for TPN today. It says enter to select. Repeat RX is already blue or highlighted versus new program under it. You will never put a new program in, the pharmacy will. So we're going to say yes or enter to repeat RX. It always shows unidentified, delay off, and it's running through this program quickly. It's been programmed into the pump. When it's all finished, it says press run to start. No to review. Options are prime. Nurses and sometimes patient too says, boy, that went fast. I'd kind of like to look at that. So if you say no to review, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can go now line by line and look at this whole program. So unidentified comes up first. We can sometimes put a patient name in here, and that's what this is for, but we're going to leave it as unidentified and say yes. Delay is off. Next is yes. Bag volume, 1,240 milliliters is what we're going to have this program for, and that's the amount in your TPN bag. As opposed to the next thing says vol TBI, volume to be infused. So once I say yes to bag volume, it comes down to that. You're only going to give yourself 1,200. The extra 40 is going to be at the end in case you need it to run for a little while till you're ready to finish and flush. INF rate is infusion rate. This is going to run at 109.1 mLs per hour. It's going to ramp up over 1 hour, meaning the first hour this is on, it starts off very slowly, and over 1 hour it gets up to that 109.1. So I say yes or enter. And ramp, on ramp, up ramp, and this is off ramp, is 1 hour up and 1 hour down. At the end it'll do the same thing and ramp down. And this one is set for 12 hours, meaning this whole bag is going to go in 12 hours, because this is a cycled TPN where it goes on and then off. Some patients are on their TPN for 24 hours, and they're going to do a bag change once a day, and it will be on constantly. This we're going to talk about is a cycled TPN that's only running for 12 hours a day, and I'm going to say yes to that. KVO rate of 0.1 means at the very end, when it's all finished, it's going to run very slowly at that 0.1 until you're ready to stop the pump and flush your line. That's why the extra 40 cc's was in there from the total bag volume. I'll say yes to that. Am I done? Yes. Now it's back to the very beginning screen that says it's ready to press run to start. And we'd be ready to do that after we put the tubing in it. So first we have to put the tubing in this. And I'm going to open the top, and I'm going to find the two parts of the tubing that I explained have to go in this pump. There's a yellow piece and a blue piece, and on this pump there's a yellow arrow and a blue arrow where each of these little pieces are going to go. So I find the little hole for the blue piece where the blue arrow is, and this tubing comes across the pump, and there's a little place where the yellow arrow is that I put the yellow piece in, and then I bring this atop and I push down and close it. Now your pump is ready to be started. And if I was hooked up, I could press run to start. But now we're going to talk about how to get your IV line ready to start your TPN.